Science tells me that if I stand while I work, I will get all the things done in infinite amounts faster. Hello friends, it is Joel back with you for another video, and I'm excited for this. I need to show you what I've been working on. This is my desk setup, and not any desk setup, this is my standing desk setup. Standing desks are trending a bit right now, and you might be thinking, is it worth it? And for me, it totally has been, but most standing desks are $300 plus, and I just wasn't feeling that, so I decided to get a floating desk mounted to the wall at the height that I would be standing. I'm going to give you guys a quick tour and an idea of what it looks like to have a standing desk. Guys, let's check this out. The desk that is holding everything together here is the Pre-Pack Curve Floating Desk. And I picked this one because it was pretty sleek, pretty simple, and adds a lot of functionality to the desk here. Got two shelves here. You got my buddies hanging out there. You got Chic, Skull Kid, and Link right there. Got one of my lenses. On the top shelf here, we got some of my Android friends. Overall, this was the perfect desk for me that I was able to put it at just at my elbow height to make it a standing desk. Mounting was pretty simple and effective, not too crazy to build, and overall sturdy. This desk isn't huge, it's only about 42 inches wide, but overall it has all of the functionality that I need. In the back there's actually a opening for your cable management, which I'm not the best at, but it helps. I'm overall very happy with this desk. It's a little small because it's not the longest in the middle here, so sometimes you got to be a little creative with how you place things on the desk, but it fits everything that I need, and don't need a huge desk for crazy stuff. I have other things for that, but just all the workplace that is needed is right here. Starting out, the main attraction here is this 27-inch AOC IPS frameless LED monitor. That's a mouthful, but the frameless shows that it's got these tiny bezels that give an absolutely awesome viewing experience. 1080p monitor, so it's not going to blow your mind with those pixels, but it is a great overall monitor that I've been loving. 27 inches is great for overall real estate, for video editing, and for some design work. So this has been a great pickup. I got it refurbished, so it's real cheap. Check it out in the link below. Holding up that monitor is the Quirky Spacebar Monitor Stand. This thing is absolutely awesome. Not only does it lift up your monitor, it adds a 6 USB hub. That's right, we got 4 USB 3.0 sync ports that are great for adding some extra usability to this. We got the 2 on the left here that are fast charging. That is 5 volt 2.1 amps. It's great for charging my phone here. We got the sync on the right that I use for plugging in things like my action cam or the audio devices. This thing is great for usability, and I love the extra functionality. I put my keyboard right under there, and this makes a great use of the space, moving things up and out of the way. The 2 ports in the back are used for syncing, and you can also use those to plug in things like the speakers. Speaking of speakers, these are the Satechi Dual Sonic speakers. They're little USB powered speakers, and they're great. I was just looking for something that could be small and be able to put out some better sound than what's coming out of the MacBook Air. Now with that docked and in that stand, it's going to muffle the sound, you're not going to hear it. So I wanted something out front here that would just do the job and do some things. The blue LED accents are a nice touch. These aren't going to blow your mind. As the sound gets louder, they definitely get distorted, but they overall do the job, and I've been enjoying them. For 25 bucks, you really cannot complain. And that stand that is holding the MacBook Air is the South BookArc. Now this is a birch wood desktop stand, and this is great. It just is something that can bring the some good looks. This puts the MacBook Air up and out of the way. There's a little bit of cable management under here that helps you draw through some of those cables through my HDMI cable down here. This is overall just a great design, looks good, and adds some functionality to your setup. This is a Apple MacBook Air, like I said, 2013, so it's not breaking any records here. Has 8 gigs of RAM, so it does all right. I can do some video editing for 1080p. It actually runs 4K pretty well. I don't always push it with that, but it has been a great overall laptop and has taken me through a lot the last couple years and still chugging along. Absolutely love the MacBook Air. If you haven't used one before, you can pick them up pretty cheap now since all the new MacBooks have come out. It's nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. Sleek, powerful enough to edit, work overall day-to-day tasks. And the mouse that I've been rocking for a good while now is the Logitech Performance MX mouse. And I absolutely love this thing. It's got good ergonomics. I've got big hands, and things like the Magic Mouse are just really tough for me to use. They start to hurt and cramp my hand after a while. But this one just feels good, got some good shortcuts, will work just about on any surface. I don't need a mouse pad for this, and I've absolutely loved it. You can program some of the buttons. You can mess around with your DPI. The click wheel just feels good. It just overall is a good feel to it. Out in front, we have the Apple wired keyboard. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. With the number pad here, it also has 2 USB on the either side of it, which is great. I plug in the mouse here, and that adds some extra usability out front. This isn't strong enough to power certain things, but things like a mouse and a USB thumb drive are great for this. Looks good, fits under the stand, and overall a great keyboard. So that's been a quick tour of my standing desk. Guys, I hope you enjoyed it. The links to all the products are down below. If you have any questions, let me know. I absolutely love this setup. I've loved putting all this together and getting everything on point, getting it all set up for maximum productivity. This has been Joel with another video for you. Thank you for watching, and as always, keep it classy. Productivity. I have it. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm pretentious because I have a standing desk.